Alright, here we are. I did it. I figured it out. I can now see the chat box as I play and when you follow me. I won't hear the alert, but I think it was kind of going to be like that anyway. Alright. You know what I forgot to do, guys? I forgot to do a sound check. So I'ma just humbly punch your mic real quick, okay? Alright, we're back. I did sound check. It sounded pretty good. I'm home alone right now. I know it's during the daytime, and I normally don't stream at that time. Or at least I'm not planning to. Here, look, I was just messing with the thing. But anyway. I noticed on my last stream that the BGM was kind of loud compared to the rest of the sounds. Voice, yeah. Okay. Now that the audio is better, hopefully y'all will be able to hear me a bit better. Anyway. Okay, for a second I thought there was lag, but there isn't. I don't know how long the stream will be. It really depends on once human beings come back into my house, and then I can't stream anymore. I'm not used to streaming on playing on a 1964 gil. Wow. Wow. Wow, we're going a long way, people. That is, before Endwalker, the most skill you would ever have to pay to teleport would be 999 gil. Like some sort of price tag. But now, apparently, it goes over 1,000 gil. This is why I was trying to get a promotion in my thing so I could use seals to get Aetheryte tickets, so I wouldn't have to, I like how they set it up now. For each subdivision, it's much easier. Okay. What was I was saying something. Darn it. Okay. Okay, okay. Okay, now I can see... Where am I going? Okay, now I can see how many viewers I have. That beautiful 0 up on the top of the screen. Then the follower notifications in the chat. Now I can see all three things. I totally forgot what I was saying. Anyway, I'm gonna try to be loud because I was watching the Endwalker MSQ episode 1 just like 5 seconds ago, and I was like, ugh, half the time you can hear me, and the other half I'm just mumbling and you have no idea what I'm saying. So, working on that, I'm gonna have to drink a lot more water than I normally would. Okay, so fun fact, I once wasted all my gil on furniture and thinking, oh, 10,000 gil, that's not much, and then I wasted it all on furniture because I bought an apartment, and so I couldn't teleport anymore, and so I was like, alright, you know what, I'm not gonna teleport until I have 60,000 gil. Alright, and then I didn't, and it took me like, I don't know how many months, but I think about 3 until I had 60,000 gil. Also, like, I was doing quests and stuff, it wasn't precisely 60,000 gil from not teleporting, but I found out... Where am I going? Oh, yes. I found out how to get, like, to and from places without teleporting. And sometimes, see, you'd have to use the ferry, so it still costs you to use the ship, 300 gil, but when you can't, but I'd rather pay 300 gil than 1,976, I think it was, but it showed me a second. Oh, it's beautiful. Is this a sundial? Oh man, I totally thought this was a sundial for a second. You think this would be the place to have a sundial? Is it not? I'm still kind of convinced it's a sundial. That would be so cool. Where's the sun? It says I have one slow frame, but I have no idea how to fix that. Dude. Ew, nasty. Crap. I just realized that even though I changed the size of my game, did not change the size of my hotbars. Oh man, or anything else for that matter. Ew. Now it doesn't fit nice and neat. This is why I wish I could have played full screen and then had chat, but it was really fighting me on that, so. Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to be unsatisfied. Alright, what are we doing? Okay, I haven't attuned to any of the Aether Shards, even though I know we took that whole tour the last stream over all of Charland, and I did not attune to any of the Aethernet shards. Silly whoopsie, and then I even when I went off stream, and I went and did whatever I wanted for like 20 minutes, I did not attune. It did not come to my mind. Not inspired. Oh, it is glitchy. It is kind of laggy. How do I fix that? I'm not a techie person. Ugh. 2 slow frames. Why is it 2? It is kind of slow. Why is it slow? Ew. How do I fix this? Everything's gone wrong. It was so I could see the chat. So it's really basically trying to cramp all the pixels into a smaller space so I can see the chat room. Maybe. Maybe if I messed with the size of my Twitch window so it was smaller, then I wouldn't have to shrink my game so much. Maybe I could just figure out how to be smart. Maybe that's what I need to do. I just need to be smart. I was looking at this like 5 seconds ago. Frame rate. 144 frames per second. No frames per. What does it mean by none? Limit frame rate when client isn't activated. It's kind of laggy, isn't it? Maybe. How about this? Maybe I just deal with it. Okay. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tab out. I don't know how that's gonna affect if y'all can hear me or not. But I'm gonna tab out and I'm gonna shrink Twitch a teensy bit, and then I'm gonna make my game a bit bigger so it's less messed up. And I don't know. Maybe I don't know if that's what's affecting my game in general. So I'm gonna do that real quick and then see if that changes anything at all. Okay. Awesome. Whoopsies. Oh. Well, now it says I have 3 slow frames. Does it seem less? It seems a lot less laggy on my game though. But I think it says 3 slow frames on Twitch. Oh, guys. I take 1 step forward and 5 steps back. Oh, it is so laggy. 4 slow frames. Is that... Problem is, I want what I can't have. I can't stream and see chat while streaming. Oh my gosh. And still have fun playing. Okay. Let's make this full screen again. Okay. Well, now it's not glitchy anymore at all, but I can't see you guys. And I guess I don't have to be too concerned about chat right now because, well, there's nobody there. But the problem is that if any of you were actually there, I would not see it at all. And that's what I'm concerned about, is missing something. How's everyone? Oh, that's so kind of you. Oh, it was very kind. I appreciate them. I know a lot of people are annoyed by the yelling, the shout chat part. Oh, I'm attuned to this one. Wow. Okay then. Okay, let's go attune to this one. Anyway, yeah, so the problem is, if you're in chat, I can't see you, but I want to be able to see you, but it hurts my gameplay, so I don't want to see the chat, and it's okay because I'm not missing out on anything, or at least I don't think I am. And so, but one day I might miss out on something, and it's that little paranoia that's annoying me in the back of my head whenever I stream. Like, what if somebody's trying to say hi to me and trying to see if, like, if or trying to reach out to me, because, like, you know, missed opportunities, because having crappy gameplay is worth it. Okay. Okay. I don't know the difference between windowed and borderless windowed, so... Always be kind, because you don't know who's watching. Like this person, Kashi Weedon doesn't know. No, they don't know that I'm streaming. Like, they don't know I'm streaming. They don't know people could see this. Frankly, people aren't seeing this. People aren't seeing it. But because I don't have any viewers. But you know, maybe one day I'll have viewers and people will watch my crappy videos out of curiosity and they'll be like, oh my gosh, wow, what a nice person. See, so you always be nice even if you don't think anybody's watching. Like the elementary school thing they would teach you. Anyway, let's read the chat. This is the kind of thing we need in the world before maintenance. Sadness is coming. Swearing. Normalize wholesomeness. Yay! I am vibing with these people in chat. I don't know how to do their thing. I don't know how to do the opposite slant thing. Because I know how to do this one, but I can't do the other one. Well, I can't put my arms up. Yay! Can't do the little slash emote thingamabobber. Well, the lag isn't too bad. Alright. Maybe it was because there was a lot of people there, because I was at a plaza, the Aetheryte Plaza. Oh, golly. And maybe that's why when I did the grit thing, it lagged. You both have become— Yay! You both have become my favorite humans now. Aw, I'm happy. How do I get you? Oh, not party. We're in shout mode. We're screaming at each other. Yay! I have 2 friends. I love this game. This is why MMOs are so fun. Wait, is it called an MMO? Pretty sure it's called an MMO. Multiplayer something. Yay! We just vibing in chat. Ah. I have so much fun with this game. I'm pretty sure I'm attuned to that one as well. I think it's just these 2. Perhaps. That I'm unattuned to. What does this lead to? Hall of Artifice. Artifice. If I could pronounce things properly, I would probably have a much more fun time. 8 slow frames. Wow. So and Journey's End. Yeah, it's just those 2 that I haven't. What does Journey's End sound so familiar? Yay, they added that person. Now we're all friends. 8 slow frames. I wonder why. Hello, viewer! See, this is what I was talking about. It's worth having like a bit of lag in my game so I can see if somebody's watching. Yay! It is no longer empty. If you want to say something in chat, you can, because today I can see chat. I finally figured it out. I can see chat. Hello. Right. It was gonna be— we're about to do the MSQ. I was just testing how the game was working as I attuned to the Ethernet shards, because I forgot to do it. Good luck, random person. Yeah, we were just having fun in chat. How was your day, random viewer? No, I really don't know if you're a robot or not, but I'm gonna treat you like a human, because why not? Okay, we're gonna get into the MSQ, I promise. It's just this last Aethernet shard. Because we did the tour yesterday, right? But then I forgot to attune to the Aethernet shards as we passed them by. Okay. We're at the— You've attuned yourself to all Aethernet shards in Old Charlan. Oh, is there a new Charlan? Okay. Sorry about that. Drink of water. Alright, let's go to the MSQ. This is the part where it's gonna split into 2 different quests. And, I'm gonna pick whether to hang out with the boys, or as they go explore, or to do some politic crap with the boys and girls. So, now that we have a viewer, I feel like my words have meaning, which I don't know how to feel about that, but nice to see someone's watching. I should probably do that more. I should check out other people's streams, like the newer ones. Ooh, what's that? They're so weird. Look at this. If you're watching. Oh! Wow. Okay then. We have limited streaming time, but we're gonna— I don't know where am I going? Oh, silly me. Okay. Parkour. Woo! Oh, it's laggy. Okay. Ah! Oh, it's so laggy. Oh. Oh, and for y'all it says it's even more laggy. I am terribly sorry. There's nothing I can do about it at the moment, because I am ignorant of how graphics work. Am I in the right spot? I think I'm supposed to be at that building. Wow, walking into the wrong classroom on the first day of school. Exactly what that was like. Nobody saw it though, right? Oh, I'm a viewer. You saw me do that. You saw the oopsie. Hey, oh, I'm reading the chat. Okay, I already have an FC and it's amazing. That was some really poppy fingers. Okay. Well, if you care, you could, that one viewer, you could tell me whether to go to Kryl or Thancred first. But if you don't want to type in chat, can you type in chat? I don't know. But if you can't or you don't wanna, then I'm gonna just do eeny meeny miny mo real quick. Eeny meeny miny mo, catch a type by stuff. If it hollers, then go eeny meeny miny mo. Okay, we're going exploring. Why do I not want to? Okay, we're gonna do the politics. We're gonna do the politics first. Why? Because I saved the best for last. Okay, we're gonna do politics. Kahatia, our tour of the city was a pleasant distraction. I feel more than ready now to tackle the challenges of the day. He got a cat nap, so he's feeling much better. The process by which forum members are elected is fair and equitable. Neither wealth nor social standing offers any advantages to a prospective candidate, but fairly elected or not, Master Matoyas still found them all to be insufferable. Alphino, if the forum is intent on concealing its intentions, then a cursory investigation will avail us little, I suspect. We need to dig deeper, and with the greatest of care. Alize, I still don't understand how the vote could be unanimous. What could possibly convince them all to turn their backs on Eorzea? Well, I guess if there's multiple reasons, intriguing multiple parties. Okay, I have friends. They're all... I haven't talked to him much. Grain. Okay. We're just gonna ignore them, because I don't know if they want their messages being shared. Oh. Oh, there she goes. I did not read any of that. I forget I'm streaming, and like the main reason of doing an MSQ stream isn't for fun, it's for for the words. I'm sorry you guys did. Let's go back and read all that. Okay. An unsettling change has come over Charlane, but together we will divine the underlying causes for the forum's callousness. As I mentioned before, however, questioning the counselors directly is a fruitless endeavor. They seem to have already come to a consensus as to what and how little they are willing to divulge, which is why I began scouring Charlane's archive of historical records for any hint of connection to the final days. Suffice it to say, that progress has been slow. There are only so many dusty pages one can skim in a day, but now that I have this band of willing reinforcements, the search should proceed all the swifter. Let us reconvene outside Numenon, shall we? Exit the annex to the right and you'll find the archives on the western edge of the woods. Alright. I like whenever they give us when they give us directions, not to pull up the map. I did that last stream, and I'm gonna do it. 9 slow frames. I really don't know what to do about the slow frames thing, because it doesn't look wrong to me. Like, just a tiny bit wrong, like just the tiniest bit lag, but only on certain times and certain actions. And, but I don't know if, like, this is lagging for you at all. We'll find out. You know what? Let's talk to Giorgio. Probably Giorgio. The studium is home to all manner of debate, though there are some who have taken to recording forensic victories, even betting on who will win and who will lose in an argument. The sign of House Levieur, who graduated quite a while ago, claimed the most wins and has yet to be dethroned. Oh. What's his name? Alphino and Alize's grandfather. I have not done the Coils of Bahamut, so I don't know. But see, this is why we talk to the random NPCs. Like, I didn't know they did bets about debates and that their grandfather was good at arguing. Like, I didn't know that. Oh, I guess we're not going... Oh, this is pretty. Hey Bevis, what do you have to say? Are you familiar with the Wandering Minstrel? The tales he spins never fail to engage and enthrall. What I wouldn't give to receive a masterclass in storytelling from the minstrel himself. Interesting how like, ooh, fun. Oh, this is gazebo. That is the word for this, right? It's called a gazebo. I like this. I quite like it. That's where he's like, I designed this after the Crystarium. I'm like, I see nothing from the Crystarium here. Look at that, the iron in the crystal. Huh. I see. I know now what he meant by he designed it after the Crystarium. He probably designed it after multiple things, not just the one thing, but My directions were easy enough to follow, I hope. In any case, you stand now before the doors of Numenon, Charlane's grandest collection of books and tomes. This building is actually only an entrance, and one of many at that, for the archives of Numenon extend deep beneath the surface like the roots of a tree. The vast halls of the great Google Library pale in comparison to Numenon's endless maze of subterranean chambers. Oh, I pronounced it right. Any citizen of Charlane is free to enter and peruse its shelves. Well, most of its shelves. Only archons are afforded to access certain restricted vaults. I've dispatched Y'shtola and Raha to investigate those. I like how she calls him Raha. Drink of water number 2. Meanwhile, Alize and Alphino will help me continue my research through the stacks open to the general public. Your status presents more of a problem. As a non-citizen, you are only permitted to browse the first floor here at the entrance. Even so, there should be a number of books which touch upon Charlane history or foreign policy. Your task will be to find and study the relevant publications. I promise you, a working knowledge of the subjects will make it far easier to spot the sort of clues we're looking for. Let us be about it, shall we? I have told the others to meet us at the stone benches over there once they found some promising tomes. Happy reading! Boing, boing. I want to learn the symbolism of all these symbols on like the doors and the floor. Guys! It looks like the library. Like, what was it called? From Avatar Aang? It totally looks like that library. Oh my gosh! It looks just like that library. What is this? Oh, now they're just flexing. Oh my gosh! Wait, why is it just? That's just how they do bridges inside? Why only indoors though? Does it look? Wow! Oh my gosh. What is all the symbols mean? But look, it looks just like... What's it called? Here guys, I'm gonna tab out and I'm gonna look it up. Wan Shi Tong's library. Y'all remember that? Or just know of it? It looks exactly like that. Oh man. I wish I had a good... I wish I could edit. I can't find a good editing thing, especially one that could export a big file like an MSQ stream for free. So I can't like pull up. I can't edit and cool stuff like that, and pull up like pictures of the library to show you. It looks exactly like it. It looks just like Wan Shitong's library. Oh, it's so pretty. I love this. This music is totally Animal Crossing New Horizons music. Title on the spine reads the story of Charlene. Read the book? Yeah, sure. Long, long ago, on an island in the northern sea, there lived a Rogadan man by the name of Nungkrip. Nungkrip was a student of astrology, and he divined that a flood of terrifying proportions would soon sweep over the lands of Eorzea. So it was he built a gigantic ship, assembled a crew, and set sail for that imperiled realm. The flood arrived as foretold, into the horror and the strangely churning waters drove people towards the ocean. It was there, however, that Nungkrip's crew hauled them aboard his ark, but the danger had not passed. A towering wave approached, threatening to smash the vessel to pieces. With only moments to spare, Nungkrip wove a mighty spell of teleportation and shifted the entire ship to safety atop I was pronouncing it wrong this whole time. See, sometimes you won't realize that you've been pronouncing something wrong until you read it out loud. I thought it was pronounced Abalthea's spine, but it was Abalathia's spine. Abalathia's spine. Refugees from the surrounding regions huddled there alongside them, but it was not long before disputes over the dwindling supply of food led them to violence and bloodshed. Saddened by the sight, Nungkrip gathered to him and his crew and his grateful passengers and abandoned the ark to those reddened peaks. They journeyed to... Oh! Guys, they're talking in Albania, that glowing ship that's like green, that you climb with Lise in Stormblood? That's what this is. Oh, that's so cool. They said they didn't know, and now we know. Oh, I love this place. Oh my gosh. They journeyed to the coast where they built a new ship, intent on returning to the northern seas. They landed on the beach of an island and settled upon that very spot. The settlement prospered and grew, and in time became the city of Charlene we live in to this day. Oh, cool, because Lise was like, we have no idea where this came from. It's just kind of cool and a mystery. It was like an ark, a flood. A flood. Oh, that's so cool. Roads of Old, the Colony. Read the book. Many years ago, on the banks of the Thaliak in the Dravanian hinterlands, a Charlene colony once thrived. This settlement was originally established as a mere outpost to study the ethereal sea in the year 1311 of the 6th astral era. Scholars dispatched to Eorzea found facilities wanting, and their demands encouraged a gradual expansion in structures and services. As rumors spread of a growing community of academics, the area was further inundated with Eorzean students hoping to share in the renowned wisdom of the Charleans. 50 years later, the forum passed a motion to recognize what had become a flourishing town as an official Charlene colony. The Eorzean residents took to calling the colony itself Charlene, which led to no small amount of confusion when discussions turned to the subject of the motherland. In response, some Charlene inhabitants, if pressed for a name, will simply refer to as Emporium. Following the Great Exodus, however, goblins and treasure hunters claimed for themselves a corner of the abandoned colony and gave it yet another name, Idleshire. Right, because that's where Alphino and Alize were born. I see the relations and the architecture. The following chapters go on to introduce the most prominent features of Idleshire. This book does not appear to contain additional information on the forum or cover the history of the Shoreland motherland in greater detail. Yeah, okay. Hey Granville. I'm rather in the middle of something, so you wouldn't mind leaving me to my research. Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, it's nice of him to politely decline my want for attention. The voice of a growing city. Well, I don't think this is what we're looking for, but let's go ahead and read it. In the years which followed the founding of Shoreland, civic policy and other matters of import were decided at Ecclesia, a public forum at which every citizen was eligible to speak. As the city's population grew, however, this format became increasingly impractical. A larger number of participants gave rise to ever longer debates, resulting in significant delays of final resolutions. Yes, I understand. Various measures were introduced in an attempt to curtail protracted discussions. But in the year 201 of the Sixth Astral Era, it was ultimately decreed that Shoreland would transition to a new form of governance. The nation would now be led by a body of 99 members, citizens chosen from amongst their peers by means of nationwide vote. Thus was in form as we know it today, conceived and created. Interesting. So, rifling through materials, are you? Unfortunately, I'm struggling to find just the right tome. Well, it's just kind of judging the books by their covers, and so you don't know if it's the right tome. Pun intended. An introduction to the heavens. Have you ever gazed at the skies above and contemplated the mysteries contained therein? I speak not of shifting cloud patterns, but of the vastness beyond, of the sun and the twinkling tapestry of the night. This person's a writer. Some think the dome above us to be a finite space. Yet among the leading thinkers of our age, one scholar's depiction of a boundless sea of stars has firmly taken root. Alas, this heavenly sea remains an unreachable, unknowable destination. There are few, indeed, who can explain in satisfactory detail why our own star is believed to be revolved around the sun. It was the technologists of Allag who came closest to understanding the laws which govern that starry abyss. It was they who launched Dalamad and sought to expand beyond our earth-bound existence. Having read of their ancient ambitions, I wonder, has your interest in this field of study waxed or waned? What if I were to tell you that the eternal constellations were arranged differently in the distant past? What if their positions continue to shift almost imperceptibly but measurably as we journey into the future? Would it shock you to learn that the stars didn't drift further and further apart and may indeed do so forever? Are you eager to learn more? This book is on the wrong subject. Well, duh. Search for works which contain details on the forum or mention of the history of Shoreland. Still, it's a good book, alright? I would read more. Forever 20 Summers. Sounds like a love novel. My beloved seekers of knowledge. Have you ever put learning before your health and neglected to feed and rest your body as you should? I too once engaged in such foolish practices, but one night I engrossed in philosophical study. I had an epiphany. Oh no, I skipped. For all the world's mysteries that drive us to reckless abandon, we have so very few years of life in which to achieve our goals. Thus do I share with you this mantra: I am forever 20 summers young. For all the world's mysteries that drive us to reckless abandon, we have so very easy. Precisely! Well worn manual. A lot of people have read this. The number itself is unimportant. You could be 19 or 23 or 40. Whatever age you are when you discover this manual, let that be the age you aspire to remain. Through mindful, healthy living, will you extend the time available to spend upon your chosen research. Another day, another moon, another summer to grasp the greater truths you pursue. In the pages that follow, we will explore the secrets of maintaining one's physical condition from a biological, aetherological, and arcane viewpoint. This book is on the wrong subject. Well, I still like it. He has a point. Uh-oh. My siblings are home. Might I end streaming? I probably will mute for a little bit. I'm sorry. I'll clip it out of the stream when I'm editing, I do think, but yes, let's see if I'll end stream or not. Okay, I'm back. Oh wait, my crunchy mic. Okay, sound check. Let's do that. Sound check. Okay, we are back. One of my sisters is home, but I shall continue with the recording / streaming. She's watching a show. Hopefully y'all can't hear it in the background. And I decided, after reading that manual on how to take care of yourself so you live longer, I decided to eat a bowl of cereal. So, I'm gonna do sound check and see how annoying me eating cereal is. Okay, so that was really annoying. I already poured the cereal. I think I'm just gonna mute up for a bit. And just pause stream for a while and inhale this cereal. Okay. And I never think like eating cereal would take so long. So we're gonna finish it later. / I might pop out every 5 seconds to take a bite. Okay. Stewards of Wisdom. During the chaos of the 6th Umbral Calamity, Archon Nyungcraft, founder of Charlayan, bore witness to the madness and savagery of men brought to the brink of despair. Upon raising a settlement on an island in the northern Empty, he instructed his people thus: renounce the ways of war and pursue enlightenment through knowledge and reason. The Charlayans took to heart the words of their savior and thenceforth served as stewards of wisdom. Upon a foundation of accumulated learning, they built a homeland unlike any other, a nation born from strength of minds rather than strength of arms. With knowledge of economics came shrewd trading. With knowledge of agriculture came bountiful crops. Engineering brought wells and sewers, ending squabbles over water. Wealth of expertise could be bartered for wealth and coin. And the more their wisdom spread throughout the world, the more mankind as a whole would thrive. And so it was that no matter the trials and tribulations of the age, the citizens of Charlayan would live by their founder's teachings. For the sake of a better tomorrow, for the sake of a brighter star, they would eschew the tools of war, and with knowledge deliver the world. You have gained a fundamental understanding of the Charlayan history and the foundation of the Forum. Head outside to the rendezvous point and await for companions. Okay, so the time-worn form did give us important information, and it told us that like it's kind of like a religion to use knowledge, for them to use knowledge and not war and to not interfere, but they do want to save the world, but they don't want to use it through anything physical at all. Ooh, maybe I can eat my cereal during cutscenes. Okay. I'm gonna I'm gonna mute, and then I'm gonna turn the thing on. Wait, I'm gonna turn it on, see if it's, if they're speaking in the cutscene. And then, if they're speaking and I don't have to read it, then I'll mute and be able to eat. Darn it. Sorry, were you waiting long? Guys, I'm gonna eat. I'm hungry. Wait, you can check out the books? I wanted to check out some of those novels. Okay. I wanted to make sure I borrowed at least a few promising volumes. Are you getting a snack, sweetheart?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you want some of my cereal? I can't eat it.
I'm allergic to cereal.
You are not allergic to cereal.
Yes, milk, and I'm allergic to milk.
Well, I'm allergic to milk too, and I eat cereal. Company action, heat of battle. 2 is now active. What? Luna! Oh, she saw me too. Oh, I got milk on my keyboard. I gotta take better care of my gaming. I was delayed in a similar fashion. As far as I could see, no titles in the Archon stacks mention the final day specifically, so we have no choice but to start with the tangentially relevant tomes, if they are even that. Well, I guess I'm just good at everything. At present, the plan is to skim through as quickly as we dare and share our discoveries as we make them. It would have been nice to invite everyone to the estate, plenty of comfortable places to read, and a ready supply of hot tea. Oh, I was always quite fond of reading outside. But it's not about the little pleasures, is it? You miss your home. It's been difficult. After our arrival, we managed to speak with one of the family servants and ask how things were. It seems our dear father has instructed the staff that if Alphino and I were to return to Charlayan, we were not allowed to cross the threshold. Well, oh, you know, I'm a streamer. How are you? A harsh measure indeed. I hope that our efforts to understand his position and that of the Forum will perhaps lead to a reconciliation. We'll mend this rift one day. I'm certain of it. And what of you, Graha? Have you been to visit your family, or do they not live here in the city? Oh wow, does he has family? Well, my situation is also somewhat complicated. I was raised in Charlene, yes, but I was born rather further away. In the southern reaches of Ilsebard, in fact. For generations, my people have dwelt in Corvus, the coastal region opposite the land of Thavnar. The Allegans founded a city in that fertile land, and by ship brought in the subjugated tribes of the Maquis to serve as laborers. Of course, the massive earthquakes of the former Umbral Calamity brought an end to the Empire's reign. And when the fifth calamity froze the sea solid, many of the tribes still living in Corvus braved the journey back to Eorzea. Right, I read about this the other day. I'm a nerd. I looked up about the history of the Maquis tribes yesterday. I don't know why. I was just bored. I was like, you know what? Where do Maquis come from? Yes, they were used as slaves. Man, I really hope you can't hear that in the background. Oh, I didn't know some remained. My ancestors, however, chose to remain, so they might prevent the remnants of Allegan technology from being misused. Isn't Corvos under Garlean rule? Yes. For the past 50 years, yes, some semblance of local culture remains, as is the case for most imperial provinces, but Garlemald renamed the region Locus Ammonius, Amoenus. When I was a boy, a nearby town came under the jurisdiction. I had no idea this guy had an origin story. I thought the Crystal Towers was his origin story, but it's not. Well, she knows I'm streaming, but I don't think she knows what streaming is in German. Aren't you, Mike, guys? The nobles of House Darnus. I think I'm supposed to know what that is. House Darnus demonstrated a singular interest in Allegan civilization, and so my tribe was forced to consider a plan of action. For some time already, voices had been raised in favor of abandoning our ancient customs. After all, the Allegan eye no longer passed to our eldest children as reliably as it once had. Fear of discovery eventually tipped the scales, and the decision was made to bury our ties to the knowledge and traditions of Allag. As the last child born with the Allegan eye, I was given over to the custody of friends and the students of Baldatian, who had me registered as a Charlayan citizen. I never even considered, forgive me, it was an unkind question. Even Thancred was taken by Archon Louis Sois, was he not? Stories of adopted waifs and rescued orphans are more common among Charlans than you might think. Yet regardless of our origins, we are all provided with an equal opportunity to learn, and with sufficient perspicacity, we outsiders can even earn the vaunted title of Archon. This is exactly why this is exactly why I have such love for this country, and why I wish it to remain a nation of which its citizens can be proud. Here, another good reason to get to the bottom of the forum's stubbornness, aside from the trifling matter of our impending coup. I love how she always jokes about us, our doom. Well, they're gonna start reading. Here, what do y'all have to say? What else do I know of Corvus? Precious little, I'm afraid. I've not returned since Master Golov first brought me here. I can tell you that Corvus rebels still seek to slip the yoke of their imperial masters, though the fighting is far less fierce than it once was. Oh, and they have carpets. Flying carpets! What? Guys, this is why we talk to the NPCs between quest things. They have flying carpets! The legends are quite extraordinary. Wait, he puts his book down when you talk to him? Oh, I thought it was gonna get set down somewhere. Well, this one's in English. Last time I did stream, I went over to an NPC's book and it was in Japanese. Her book's in English too. There are others better suited for poring over old history books, so I thought I'd try my luck with more recent events, if I can find anything better to inform the forum's baffling behavior. Yeah, good luck with that. We've returned with our selections. Although I must say the pickings were quite slim indeed, Mistress Kyle has already flicked through every history book devoted devoted to disasters more than a few which barely made mention of them. As such, we will be looking into research papers on the umbral calamities, as well as articles written by prominent forum members. Perhaps their knowledge of the final days comes from an unexpected source. Speaking of which, might I ask you a few questions related to the final days? I'm the only one here who didn't witness the events of Amarot. What's Amarot? Amarot firsthand, and fear I might be overlooking critical details. I feel like I know what Amarot is. I've heard it before. I've heard it many times. Okay, I guess I know what Amarot is. My thanks. Now where to begin? First things first, what kind of phenomena did the ancients encounter as the final days drew nigh? Oh, Amarot! Amarot! Silly me. What's his face? Emmet Selk, his land was Amarot. And you can go to the city. I love Amarot. I totally forgot. I was like, the final days. Okay. A complete destabilization of creation magics. Primals of unrivaled power or some. Nope. The worst kind of phenomena. Okay, how about we be more specific? Yes, the unfolding catastrophe wrought havoc on all manner of life. The chaos extended to the ancients themselves, causing their powers of creation to spiral out of control. Fear and despair manifested in terrible, tangible fashion, meteors raining from the sky, fire erupting from the ground, indescribable abominations prowling the streets. That more or less lines with my understanding. If only the arts of creation had survived until the present day, we might have had something substantial to analyze. To the best of our knowledge, however, those techniques were not preserved or passed on. Stoller surmises that the closest unknown magic is that of the summoning rituals promulgated by the Asians. Was there aught else of note which heralded the approach of the final days? The entire star world was engulfed by the disaster all at once. The state began with a keening sound. Yeah, that was true. Jeez, Alphino, why do you just gotta... How come I only say like a sentence and he can like give a full paragraph? Ah, yes, the Emerald team spoke of it, didn't they? We never did hear this sound ourselves, of course, thrust as we were into the midst of madness. But it seems that each and every one of the catastrophes was preceded by this ominous noise. Eventually it resounded all across the star, and not even Amarot was spared. So the ground was crying out, you say, to reconsider the harbinger of doom. It must have been quite distinctive, and probably quite loud. I wonder if, like, because they created stuff, like, before I read what she says, that, because they created things, right? And I wonder if, I don't know how they created the things, but what I'm figuring is that, like, they used aether and the land became aether depleted, but then they used more aether to make it not look depleted. I don't know, but eventually, like, they broke their own star by creating things, and I think, and then they got panicked because the star was breaking, and so they decided to summon, you know, a primal to stop it, and that, like, was the breaking point, maybe, perhaps, and that's why everything went wrong, and it was, like, and then they couldn't harness the power anymore, because, like, it was broken, the source was broken, so it was just, like, whatever they thought came to mind just appeared. So I think maybe that was why. Anyway, I'll have to speak with one of Numenon's mammoths and ask after any books which make mention of such a sound. Yeah. Last but not least, would you describe how the ancients sought to quell this unprecedented calamity? What definitive action did they take? Well, they kind of ran and flailed their arms. Which one? Well, I know Zodiac came first, but I can't remember if he was already summoned at that point. Somewhere in the living room. Do you mean? What do you need? Oh, next episode.
Yeah.
Do you got it? Can you figure it out? Oh, you need me to do it? Okay. Okay, here, bring it to me. Yeah, there we go. That, okay. Uh-oh. I don't know what happened. The thing glitched. Here, just wait a sec. Yeah, that's good. Yes, with Elizabeth serving as his heart. Right, Elizabeth.
Oh, look, the girl on the tape.
What are you eating? Are you eating more? I thought you were allergic to milk, you said. Yogurt is made of milk.
It just makes me cough.
Oh my gosh. Yes, with Elizabeth serving as his heart, so many... Yeah, it makes me cough too. So many gave themselves in sacrifice to bring him into being. We do not know exactly how Zodiac brought salvation to the star, only that by his godlike will were the laws of nature set aright. Then once the balance was redressed, the ancients offered up further sacrifice to heal the ravages of the final days. Lives sprouted anew, and it was these fledgling souls they intended to render unto Zodiac, a trade that would allow them to resurrect the shades of loved ones absorbed by the primal. Or might have, had Venat and her fellows not manifested their opposition in the form of Hydaelyn. Well. Thank you both of you. Thank you, both of you, for the detailed review. I feel much more confident now in my understanding of events. They just summarized, like, all of Shadowbringers within this one cutscene. With that freshly in mind, it does make me wonder what the Tol'Roi truly mean when they speak of bringing back the final days. We've seen what they're doing with those towers of theirs is forcing people to summon primals, a kind of catalyst. Are they attempting to mirror the conditions caused by the unstable creation magics? Or are they simply using the final days as a figure of speech, a convenient metaphor for the scale of destruction they plan to unleash? I always figured it was the latter. Sigh. Oh, I sighed before I said sigh. This is all just pointless conjecture at this stage. Let us return our attention to the forum, shall we? We should keep an eye out for Y'shtola, but 'tis time we begin to studying these research papers. Alright, I'm gonna mute, eat some cereal before it gets soggy, and then we're gonna summon Y'shtola. You know what? We're gonna wait till I have to, like, teleport somewhere, and then I'll just be flying for long periods of time, and then I'll mute up and eat. Wait. We want to talk more. Oh, no. Many forum members are also researchers or professors. They might know aught of the final days, then that knowledge might surface in their writing. That is my hope, anyway. Okay. Do you have anything different to say? No? Okay. I like her glutton. Wow, she has a pipe for her leg. Hey, Crow. It really is comforting to have all these dedicated assistants on hand. Right, then, enough chatting, more reading. Okay. Owlette. Oh, excuse me. And last, am I? Oh, my extended search of the Archon stacks produced one or two possibly useful books. I like how they're all reading, and I'm just kind of standing here in the circle. But I wouldn't get your hopes up. If you recall, Oulianger led the sources and reflections from the... Sorry, there's this thing on my screen. From the Garoon oracles for its potential to cause panic and confusion. That tome was deemed apocrypha and sealed away in the great Google library. Thus even less likely that the knowledge of the unsundered world, not to mention the horrors of the final days, would be left sitting on a shelf for any curious scholar to find. I'm afraid it is time to end stream, my friends. It stands to reason that my colleagues, be they archons or counselors, should perforce be largely ignorant of the subject. Yet when you confronted Master Fortunaut with knowledge of the Telophoroi and their machinations, he scoffed at the suggestion that they posed a threat. He seemed adamant that the Forum would know if the final days were truly upon us, which only supports the conclusion of whatever privileged wisdom is guiding the Forum's behavior, it is being kept secret from the rest of the nation. Okay. Not that I mean to excuse myself from reading duty, but that they contain mention of the final days or no, these books could yet hold something of value. You weren't thinking of leaving, were you? There's plenty of work for everyone. Okay, my mother's home and I would help her with the groceries, so I'm gonna end stream, I'm gonna edit it, gonna post it by tomorrow, and then you labor for what feels— oh no, it's not done yet, as you stroll as research assistant. Oh, okay, it's done. Crap, got to go. Goodbye, everyone.